What am I going to read in May? Stay tuned to find out. Alright guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Zach with Zacks Books, and today I've got my May TBR. We are posting this hopefully on the first day of May, so we're not a little too late with it. As you saw at the end of the last video we posted, I am now bald. I got a haircut and a buzz. Felt like the right time. Gonna get into some warmer weather. Felt like it needed. It was about like a year and a half since my last one, so bless you, Bailey. So yeah, we got a couple of books here. We're gonna have these linked down below if you're intrigued with any of them. Don't forget to check out the podcast, all the other fun stuff we have down there. It's just a fun time. And as always, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and let's get into the books. Alright, so the first one I am hoping to get to is Dean Koontz' Watchers. So this, I don't know a whole lot about it. As you guys know, I did a Phantoms reading vlog towards the end of last summer, I believe it was. It was my first and only Dean Koontz book I had read so far. I was between this or Intensity. I still kind of am. If you're a big Dean Koontz fan, sway me one way or the other. Let me know in the comments if you prefer Intensity or Watchers. But as of now, I'm kind of leaning towards this one because the back says, the terrifying novel of a man, a dog, and a threat that could only have come from the darkest corners of the imagination, author Dean Koontz. So, I don't know. We'll see how it is. I know a lot of people don't enjoy his stuff when he kind of brings dogs into it because it just kind of keeps happening and happening and happening, but I don't know. I don't know much about this, and we'll see how it goes. So, there you have Watchers by Dean Koontz. Alright, next up is the Darcy Coates Pick of the Month. I am intending to, from now on, try and read a Darcy Coates once a month, and this one is The Caro Haunt. This one, we did a podcast with Erin Megan, and she said this was her favorite Darcy Coates book, and one of them. She really enjoys Darcy Coates. I'm a huge fan of her as well, but this is one that appears on many people's top 5, top 3 list, and I have not read it yet. I know the other one I keep putting on these TBRs is like Parasite or Hunted. Just haven't gotten to those. There's a little bit bigger for Darcy Coates book. This one's also a little bit bigger, but not as big. This one, obviously with Darcy Coates, as you guys know, I like going into them rather vague, not really knowing a whole lot, just expecting that there's going to be some haunting crap in the book. So, I'm very excited to get to the, well, haunted crap. So, there you have The Caro Hunt. Alright, next one up is Keel and Patrick Burke, the novellas. This has got 4 short stories in it. The Tent, You In, Seldom Seen in August, and Midlisters. So, I don't know if you guys know, we went to a horror bookstore near our house, well, I guess in Chicago, and they had a whole bunch of horror stuff, and they had a whole bunch of Keel and Patrick Burke that I did not have, and since I read Skeleton Crew, which will have the April wrap-up coming up soon, so stay tuned for that. I also did a video on Skeleton Crew already, so if you want to check that out, we'll post that up here. But I've been kind of in like a short story kind of mood, and so when we saw this, and obviously we got more than just one Keel and Patrick Burke book. But we got this, and I figured, why not give it a try? I haven't read Keel and Patrick Burke in a little while, actually, so get back on his train. So there you have the novellas by Keel and Patrick Burke. Next up is the Danielle Pick of the Month, and that is Friends Like These by Kimberly McCreight. So, obviously, most, if not all of the books Danielle recommends, I usually have not read anything about, and I'm going to keep up with that tradition. So, don't know a whole lot about this, but I will read to you the blurb on the inside. In this relentlessly twisty literary thriller from New York Times bestselling author Kimberly McCreight, a group of college friends haunted by the past gather at a glamorous weekend home for a desperate intervention. A reunion marked by lies, betrayal, and murder. Again, sounds like a normal thriller pick of the month from Danielle. They have been bangers. A lot of them are really good that she picks for me, so hoping this one will do the same thing. So, there you have Friends Like These by Kimberly McCreight. Alright, next one's going to be obvious. This one was just released. The Children on the Hill, Jennifer McMahon. Y'all knew this one was coming. I don't want to read too much about this one because Jennifer McMahon has been one of my all-time favorite authors since The Winter People and The Drowning Kind. I've read both of those books, and both of them were phenomenal. The Winter People was a 5-star read. The Drowning Kind, I think, was like 3.5, 4-ish, but it was still a good story, and I enjoyed it. But I'm excited to get to this. I really am trying to go into this one vague, like I always do with Jennifer McMahon books. But I'm very intrigued to go. So I'll read the blurb for you, though. A genre-defining new novel inspired by Mary Shelley's masterpiece Frankenstein that brilliantly explores the eerie mysteries of childhood and the evils perpetrated by the monsters among us. Yikes. I'm very excited to get to this book. So, eek! There you have The Children on the Hill by Jennifer McMahon. Alright, next up, or I guess last up, is my Stephen King pick of the month. This is always the most gruesome pick for me because I just never know what to put on this list. So, this month I decided to try and get back into the dark half. So I had started this book probably a year and a half ago, and I just couldn't finish it. I didn't like DNF it. I started it, and then I just kind of got sidetracked with a bunch of other stuff, and eventually just kind of put it back on the shelf and never got back to it. So I really want to get into this one because it is an intriguing story and concept, and this is supposedly where Richard Bachman's like. It's about an author who's got like not like an alter ego. He's got like a twin or something like that, but he's like an evil twin. But this is supposed to be, like a metaphor for him killing off Bachman, Richard Bachman, his pen name, and which is funny because Blaze came out after this, which is another Bachman book. But I don't know. When I started it, I didn't really get into it that much, and a lot of people actually say that it is a decent book once you kind of get through the first 100 pages or so, and I don't think I did. So I'm very intrigued to get back into this book. So there you have The Dark Half by Stephen King. All right, there you have my May TBR. Again, as always, due to change. Sometimes I add, sometimes I subtract, whatever. Make sure you let me know in the comments what you're planning to read in the month of May. Anything you're excited about. If you have read any of these books, some of your thoughts, spoiler free. Yeah, and as always, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and we'll see you guys in the next video. Later.